Call Lam La, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Ka'akodash. Double honor to the apostle of GMS. Shalom to you, Akim, in the faith and truth and sincerity. The title of this is going to be a spiritual flow concerning prophecies because we're in 2023, the year that we're hoping all prophecies come to pass. And, there's a prophetic scripture right here, the book of Isaiah chapter 13, and the next chapter that follows after this. So, Lord willing, we could, hop in this one, hop in the next chapter, hop in Jeremiah chapter 50, Jeremiah chapter 51, get a couple scriptures concerning the prophecy of, World War III. Because years ago, people were mocking and scoffing at our apostles and our elders and our bishops, These things were unfathomable. These people didn't have the spirit to see it. The Lord didn't bless them to do so. These people thought they were in good case. World War III would never get on the front steps of Babylon the Great. But hey, guess what? It's here, man. Same thing with the MOTB. People, they were scoffing and mocking, and they don't know what they're talking about. Even to this day, you got WFI scoffing and mocking the apostle Ariam Lab like he's 2 years old. The apostle has been putting in diligent work to this day, man. The apostle have, I believe, 25 years plus, man. Taught by some of the best in the nation through the spirit of Yahweh and the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And you're going to sit here and just try to denounce all the research, all the studies he's done, all the spiritual works that the Lord has, pretty much toiled with them or, gave them, blessed them. But let's get this going because, Jake can make you get carnal if you take him serious. But Salakia, sounds like I got some deep. Soon as the scriptures, my gosh, man. That's Satan, man. As soon as the scriptures come out, all of a sudden, a fucking imaginary party wants to start. It was never doing. I was sitting in the same spot for 2 hours, and this was not a problem. The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And that's what's going on right now, via the unicorn age, the Lord has the truth spreading out, man. And when you see these lessons getting straight down and you see anti-Semitism laws being put in place to persecute the men of the Lord, and you see false things, pretty much surrounding and trying to demonize the men of the Lord, it's because this truth has entered into the gates of the nobles, man. Those who sit in them elite seats know that Yahshua is raising up, that Yahshua is being raised up, via the Lord, by the Lord. Lift ye up a banner. That banner is being this book, the scripture, this word. That's why we go out and we blow that trumpet up on the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand. We pointing, we letting them know of their wrongdoings, we reproving them, that they may go into the gates of the nobles, man. That's what's going on. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I also called my mighty ones. I actually want to back up that verse too. With Joel, this is spiritual flow. It's not a breakdown of Isaiah 13, so I don't have to be in a rush to go precept upon precept or precept back to back, like 1 through all the way down. Bear with me with the noise. Jake gotta get a little breather. The book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, that being the people before it is the place. Who was the people of Zion? The Israelites, so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics. Sound an alarm in my holy mountain. That alarm being pretty much letting them know of the urgencies and the prophecies that are coming, how urgent and it is, Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. So when they hear these prophecies, they should be shaking in their boots, asking questions and inquiring how could they be kept by the Lord? What is it that they could do or learn from us that the Lord would appreciate and spare them and have mercy upon them? But nah, they just lollygag. They make fun of us, that they laugh. Everything's a joke to Jake. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. It's near. That's what it's saying. Continuing on. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones from mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Called my mighty ones from mine anger. That's going to show you that the Lord is balanced, man. The Lord don't just love, man. The Lord has both sides of the spectrum, man. Evil and good. And the Lord has vessels, ready to pretty much do whatever he says. The noise of a multitude in the mountains of a great people, a tumultuous noise, and of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts muster up the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of the heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of indignation, to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Going to show you that Esau Edom isn't taking this world down. Moab isn't taking the beast system down. The Lord is, man. This is all being done so the Lord, this says in all caps, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, names could be exalted. This is why this is being done the way it is. How? For the day of the Lord is at hand. Like it said in Joel, the day of the Lord is nigh. What did it say? It say, for it is nigh at hand. Khan. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Why? Because of the circumstances that are going to be here, man. The elements are going to be crazy, man. You're going to be dealing with radioactive air, man, and chemicals. Let me grab a scripture in here. We can go down. I didn't want to read the whole chapter. Verse 16, their children shall be dashed to pieces. Verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So if you ain't with the Lord, you gonna die, man. Destruction gonna get you, man. Their children shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. That's right. What did they do to our little babies, man? What did they do to us when we were kids, man? We were gator bait. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravaged. That's right, man. That's what you do when you're taking over a kingdom and when you get placed in the rulership. You know what you do is you pretty much you smite everything and everybody, and you take the women as your possession, because that's what she is, a possession to help me. You know, man, that's what they did with our women, man. Shit, hell, Esau so goddamn off and far gone, they was raping our men. Behold, and we not gonna be doing that to y'all, man. You know. Behold, in y'all captivity. Verse 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes, being the Russians, against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. What are they saying right now? The dollar's dropping, they're moving away from it. They no longer want it. They don't fear the dollar no more. You know, so the Lord is putting a proud spirit up in them, you know, to come against this place. I'm in verse 19. Verse 18, their bows shall be dashed, Slakia. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces. What is that bow talking about? We're in 2022. Do you think the Lord's about to have a war go on with bow and arrows? No, you can't be simple. So this vision that Isaiah had of it being bows dashing young men to pieces, this is a vision that we clearly now have with all the news and all the information that we have now in the spirit, that these are clearly ICBM missiles, man. They is not using your modern day Navy is not using bow and arrows, man. You know, unless it's for like leisure hunting, something for fun or something that's specific, they're not doing that. And they shall have no pity on the fruit of their womb. Their eye shall not spare children. So these nations that's coming across them in Russia, they're not gonna give no goddamn fuck about no white guilt, white privilege, white anything, white skin, you know, because they always seem pure and holy and nice. That's how they want to convey themselves. But the world know this goddamn demon is a damn devil, man. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So that's going to be Babylon, you know, it's through. It got a lot of history, you know, it's got a lot of ups per se, you know, but when it's all said and done, man, you're going to be another Sodom and Gomorrah, man. You know, it ain't going to be too much we going into, you know, we're just going to be happy this place is decimated, and we're going to rejoice after it, man. We ain't going to be lingering, and Babylon's not going to be a burden in our mind, you know. We're going to be clapping. Every time we think about Babylon, we're going to pour up a glass of champagne, you know. For the Lord will have mercy upon Jacob. I'll do another lesson with this one. I'm gonna do another spiritual flow, Lord willing. With that being said, I call on Laya Habashim Shai, double honors to the apostle of Jim. Shalom to you. I keep in the faith and truth and sincerity. Shalom.